Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we got a bunch of events for what's being dubbed as the Uncanny X-Men events. So we're going to talk about all of them, and I'll give you the best advice that I can for them. So the first one is a full uniform sale. All uniforms are being reduced by their percentages, by whatever the cost is, and then of course if you own the endgame uniforms and the quantum suits or the team suits or the whatever, you'll get the appropriate discount on the other ones. So in this case there's not really much for me to purchase, but we have a regular uniform discount at $750, and then in the case of me purchasing Fat Thor, I could purchase his team suit for only $630. So all of those are on sale. Keep in mind that Ant-Man's uniform won't be reduced anymore, so it will show up as the full cost, $1050 for the first one for Endgame, and then $630 for the second one once you've purchased the first one. But otherwise, things are just the same as you would expect from a full uniform sale. And I think it's partially in response to people complaining that the label on this icon here, Uniform Blowout Sale, and the label there underneath Sister Grimm was a bit misleading a few days ago when there wasn't actually any uniforms on sale. It was just the featured uniforms from Endgame and from the most recent X-Men update. So pretty cool of them to do a full uniform blowout sale. Keep in mind that there is not a crystal spending event on right now, nor is there a crystal spending event scheduled. So I've seen this trend a lot with players where they start to save up crystals and instead purchase uniforms only when there's a uniform spending, or sorry, when there's a crystal spending event, a uniform spending event, so they can get a bunch of extra rewards. And if you're, patient enough to save up 10,000 crystals, you could pick up 4 or 5 uniforms and a deluxe pack, and you could come away with a mythic uniform ticket or a mega rank up ticket. So it's a pretty smart idea to do that. But just in case you want to know what uniforms are good, which characters are playable or non-playable with or without, keep in mind that my uniform guide is still here. It's in the description below. You just have to go over, you have to find the tab here at the bottom for uniforms, and it is up to date for 5.1. So I have included Storm's new uniform. I think she's kind of unplayable without it. Psylocke's uniform, I think she's still playable without it, but she's still very good. She's in the mythic tier. And then Beast's uniform, which he's in the rare tier, and he's playable without it because it's not a very good uniform. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys, that this information, this resource is still here. Use this to your benefit, and keep in mind you can always scroll to the right to find out not only the uniforms that are good for optionals that will cost you crystals but are good for lots of different characters to boost them up, but also the 500k gold cost uniforms and uniforms that don't cost gold, that cost crystals but are generally quite bad, and you should probably wait for a better uniform for that character before purchasing one of these ones that are out there now. So beyond the uniform purchasing and beyond the uniform sale, we also have, it's not live yet, but it will be live soon. It's right here. It's going to be a bonus energy mission, and so it's really easy. You spend, I think, 2,000 or 3,000 energy and you'll collect all of the different rewards. So if you have any large energy kind of expenditures to do, like you're going to farm Uru, or you're going to be farming World Boss Invasion or something like that, wait one more day for this to start. It's fairly easy to hit the mark anyways, but for some of you more casual players, you might want to hold off, because I know some people hoard hundreds or thousands of energy. You'll be able to burn those all in one shot and get even more rewards for them. But I think the biggest thing for this is the biggest part of this update, this sort of mini patch, is the gold shop. So we've got energy, uniform upgrade kits, which I think are both instant purchases. We've got black antimatter and chaos norn stones, and then we've got the gold chest. And I'm gonna actually open the gold chest in just a minute because I want you guys to see what's inside for me. But first, I do want to paraphrase someone on Reddit that I saw. Now, I don't want to complain about the rewards here because they're basically free. I know they cost gold, but gold is an infinitely farmable resource, so you'll get more later eventually. There's no kind of cap on gold, but there is a cap on X-Men materials, Mcron shards, which are there, but also Mcron feathers and crystals, or sorry, Phoenix feathers and Mcron crystals. And so someone said, and then someone in a tongue-in-cheek way quoted Netmarble when they said, hey guys, we heard that you've been loving this X-Men Uncanny update, and you want to rank up and build your X-Men characters, whether it's their potentials or their uniforms or whatever. So we're gonna give you black antimatter and chaos norn stones, which is not really what you need for X-Men. You need Phoenix feathers and Mcron crystals. So it's free You know, but it would be nice if on future events that coincide, that line up with X-Men themed updates, mutant updates, Netmarble would swap out the Chaos Nornstones and the Black Antimatter in favor of Phoenix Feathers and Emcron Crystals. Now, I might be in the minority, or me and the person on Reddit might be in the minority in thinking this way, so let me know if you guys agree or disagree with that, or if you just like the fact that you can get these because you might need them a lot more for characters like Thanos or Quicksilver or all the other characters, that even if you're just getting them to tier 2, for example, if I really wanted to just tier 2 Fandral, oh man, just can't wait to tier 2 Fandral, I'm gonna have to do so by spending Chaos Nornstones and Black Antimatter. And you know what, actually, I think I am just gonna tier 2 Fandral, fuck it. You know, I need more tier 2s for Shadowland, definitely. It's a super hard game mode, boom, and there we got my agent level up, and now we only have Fandral the Dashing. 3 more. You know, the tier 1 characters on my main account are getting pretty rare. They're almost extinct at this point, the tier 1 characters, so it'll be interesting to see. But with that being said, I'm going to now pop these 30 gold chests so you can see what's inside. My free-to-play account is probably not going to purchase too many of these, so I have to really enjoy what I'm about to do very, you know, with all of my attention and focus, because he just doesn't have the gold to spend on them, and if you don't, you can at least open vicariously through me. If you're just curious ahead of time what I'm hoping for, I really would like, obviously, X-Men materials, but in addition to that, I would like to see anything at the bottom here. Any kind of 4, 5, or 6 star chaotic ISOs are also very good, but any tier 3 components, and of course these 2 bad boys, would be amazing. Now, if I was going to like purely min-max this, because I'm pretty close to the cap already on feathers and crystals, I would probably run my world boss and see if I got Jean Grey's potential before opening these, but screw it, I don't really feel lucky with that anymore, especially after the Raptors lost in a heartbreaker last night. I don't feel like I'm gonna be any luckier with that last 11% on Jean Grey's potential. So let's crack these bad boys open and see what I get. That's a really good first reward. That's a pretty good second reward. In the shop, in the Shield Lab, these sell for 95,000 gold. So you're only paying an extra 5,000 gold. So that's, oh no, these are 155,000. I just saved 55,000 gold. It's the 3-star variation. That's also nice. It's the 3-star variation. That's amazing. We've had 4 back-to-back. All right, 5 back-to-back. Let's go. Okay, let's go. All right. Okay, we have not had a single bad pull yet. Okay, I'll take that. Sure, why not? Yeah, hell yeah, are you kidding me? Wow, these are nuts. Okay, that's the first bad reward. Are you serious? I've had 1 bad reward, 2 bad rewards. I started jinxing myself. 2 bad rewards out of possibly 30. Wow, that's what I want to see. 3. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure, that's not bad at all. Okay. All right, 4. 5. 5 out of 30 were bad, but 25 of those were absolutely amazing. Well, not absolutely amazing, but they were good. The only thing that was lacking in those pulls was any kind of tier 3 material. So obviously, you know, I can't get as lucky as some people, but that was damn close. I got hundreds of Chaos Nornstones and Black Antimatter, and then I got a lot of Phoenix Feathers and Emcron Crystals, so it's probably gonna put me over the cap immediately. No, I'm still not over the cap, damn. Maybe I didn't get as much as I thought I got. I thought I got a couple 50s on the feathers. Well, whatever. I mean, it'd be cool if they put type enhancement kits in those gold chests. But honestly, I think those gold chests are pretty damn good. I like them, and I like everything else here, and so I'm going to be purchasing all of it. I also want to let you guys know that there is a character ranking event going on right now for Psylocke for the next 4 days. I'm not going to be competing in it, but if you want to, you can check out the rewards. And yeah, they're X-Men materials. Very exciting. So you can spend all your X-Men materials to get a little bit more X-Men materials. It's not really worth it, generally speaking. The only time when it's worth it to go for like number 1 or top 10 of a character is when the rewards are either tickets, which is very rare, like a tier 2 ticket, or crystals. The crystals is a little bit more common. The Jean Grey one just now was crystals, so that is something to look out for in the future. But generally speaking, if you're not already in the top 50 or the top 20 for a character, it's very difficult during a ranking event to actually push your character into the top 10 if you were, outside of the top 100 or even further back in the top 1000, unless you've stockpiled like thousands and thousands of each resource, because it's painful how many resources and how much of your stockpile you're gonna have to flush down the toilet just to get one character to within the top 10. So I definitely don't think this is worth it. If this was like a 500 X Gene selector, I think it would be worth it, but otherwise, and if this would have to be way more, like 500 and 1,000, but yeah, otherwise I would just play this one casually, guys. So let me know what you think. With that being said, let me know what you think of the X-Men Uncanny sort of events. We've got the energy spending event still yet to come, and let me know when you think we're going to start seeing sneak peeks for the next update, which in my opinion I think is going to be far from home. Now it's possible we could see sneak peeks starting like 2 or 3 days from now, the 13th or the 14th if you're looking at your calendars, but more likely I would expect to start seeing sneak peeks on the 18th, 19th, or 20th for the next update, and that puts the next update either on the 25th / 26th of June or the very first week of July, the 2nd or the 3rd of July, depending on where in the world you are and what time it is when the update lands. So pretty exciting stuff. We're a lot closer than we thought, and I still haven't unlocked Jean Grey's potential. Very exciting stuff. Hit me up down below in the comments. Let's have a conversation. Let me know what you think. Hit me up on Twitter, Discord, etc. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.